What's going on, guys? My name is Jeremy and this is my YouTube channel, I Am Germ, where I'm planning on posting all kinds of League of Legends content, including NA LCS news about the game in general, tips, tricks, guides, all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my content in the future. With that being said, let's get right into today's video. So today we're talking about news out of the NA LCS, another huge move by Team Liquid. News that they're going to be signing former Immortals support Olleh to round out their bot lane and round out this amazing offseason that they've had. This is kind of the final piece of, finishing this roster, this new Team Liquid roster headed into franchising this season and heading into this 2018 spring split. And everyone's super hyped about them. Everyone's going crazy on Reddit and on all these social medias talking about how insane all these moves Liquid is making are and how much money they have and how they're throwing all this money around, how it's crazy and how it's going to work out on the Rift and all this crazy stuff. But this is the final move, getting Olleh as their support. There had been a lot of questions up in the air about who the support would be. Some people had talked about Aframu since he was a free agent, reuniting with Doublelift. Some people had talked about Biofrost, him coming over to Team Liquid from TSM with Doublelift and them keeping that bot lane synergy together. Olleh isn't one that I'd heard a ton about before, but I think it might be the most exciting and really the most impactful option for Team Liquid going forward. Olleh, this is a guy that a lot of people thought should have won LCS MVP in this last summer split. Obviously, Bjergsen beat him out for that, but Olleh had that caliber of split. He was amazing for Immortals, setting up so many plays for them, and pairing a playmaking support along with Doublelift is going to be just like a throwback to the CLG days when he played with Aframu and people were so excited about that bot lane and the amazing things that they did together. But Olleh is even better than Aframu was back then, so I think this is really an amazing pickup for Team Liquid. I think this is one of the best case scenarios. Obviously, if they just had that support opening after they had rounded out the rest of their roster and you're looking at the available supports, and Olleh might be the best move. Obviously, there were some crazier options like Ignar from Misfits or any one of the other Korean supports, but to get a guy who was in NA last year and had the amazing split that he did and has as many North American fans as he does, I think Olleh makes a lot of sense for Team Liquid to pick up. And they've done a great thing again, a great thing for their brand, picking up a super popular player. If you look at what this move means for the rest of the NALCS, on paper, I think this kind of solidifies Team Liquid, TSM, and C9 as really ahead above the rest of the teams in the NALCS. TSM, if their rumored roster moves are all true, Mike Young, Sven, and Mithy coming in along with Bjergsen and Hanser, that's going to be one of the best rosters in the NALCS, obviously, and they're going to be a top team again. Cloud9 with the same roster they had as last split. They lose Impact. They got Licorice, who's going to be an amazing talent in the future. Who knows how good he'll be right now, but with their other 4 players and a potential top laner they could still bring in, obviously, because they still have an import slot and there's still some talent out there to be had, they're going to be a top team again. And then Team Liquid with the rest of the free agents, how they've pretty much picked them all up, and still having like guys like JOO-SUNG and Mickey and all these other amazing talents. They have Rainover, Dardoch still. They can still sell off these players to some other teams, but I don't think there's enough talent or free agents out there for any one of the other teams with the players that are left to form a roster that's going to compete with any of these 3 teams. CLG is going to have a really respectable team again, but losing Aframu is going to hurt them. Having Omar God in the jungle, we already saw kind of how that can bring about problems for them last split. He's going to be a respectable jungler and he's going to get better, but he might not be there yet, and he's for sure not going to be ready to compete with these top 3 teams. Whether he is their jungler for the future or not will be interesting to see, but I don't think CLG is going to be able to put together a roster to compete for a top 3 spot in the NALCS, at least in this next split, and I don't think any of the other teams are going to be able to either. I think this split's going to be really exciting, so there's going to be a lot of amazing talent in NA, and it's going to be one of the best splits ever, hopefully, if everything comes together right for these new teams and with all the free agents remaining. But it looks like we have a clear top 3 and then everyone else. And then if you're looking at these top 3 teams, I think taking a look from TSM's perspective again, just like with the Doublelift acquisition, this is a really interesting move. So your TSM, you got rid of Doublelift, and maybe getting rid of Biofrost, we're not sure yet, but you for sure got rid of Doublelift. So you think you are improving your bot lane if you're getting rid of him with Sven and Mithy coming in. And you think you're improving because wherever Doublelift's going to go, you're still going to have a better bot lane. Sven and Mithy are a world-class bot lane, obviously. Doublelift is a world-class AD carry, but what support are they going to get for him? TSM has beat Doublelift and Aframu before. They're not too worried about that, while that would be scary. Doublelift and Biofrost coming together, you think you can beat that as well, because obviously you think Sven and Mithy are better than them. But Doublelift coming together with Olleh, that is a little scary. And if I was TSM, I would definitely be worried. I think putting Doublelift together with such an amazing support, such a playmaking support that has good communication skills, I think it's going to be troubling. I think Sven and Mithy are really good, obviously, and I think they are going to be able to compete. But I think Doublelift teaming up with Olleh on such a stacked roster as Team Liquid is almost worst case scenario for TSM. And if this team can figure it out, they could really threaten TSM this next split. But that's pretty much my thoughts on the topic. If you guys have any opinions on anything that I said in this video, make sure you leave a comment down below. I'm definitely hearing all the feedback. I love getting comments. Thank you for all those. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Thanks a lot, and hopefully I see you next time.